Hello, everyone. Make sure the speakers are on. Everyone can hear us. We can hear ourselves. So we said we weren't going to do a show. So here we are.
It's not a show. We're not doing a real show tonight.
This is not a show.
This is not a show.
I repeat, this is not a show.
We are coming live, though, to do some announcements.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hello,
Frank.
hello. So we're going to give people a little bit to jump on in the chat room, both on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We have a lot to announce, and there's a lot of things that we need to talk about with regards to the rebranding of Motherella, of Avatar Armory, of the Tribe of Eden, and Solation. So
TV.
this is very informal. We're not doing an intro. We're not on a time
TV.
schedule. TV. So cheers. We have our tea. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a great holiday if you celebrate it. Walker and I did not post anything about New Year because we're not on that type of calendar. New Year for us is March. But for those who did celebrate or who are celebrating, happy 2022. We operate in the Nova Earth, the new Earth. So with that said, we're going to give a little bit of time to jump on. So there's a lot, like I said, to announce. So for those on Instagram, you can't see the new backdrop, but those on Facebook and YouTube, if you notice, we have a whole new look to our backdrop. Thank you. By the wonderful skill set and creativity of my amazing galactic partner, Walker.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. This is very informal. So you're going to hear talk, no talk. We're going to talk to you guys. There is no interruption with commercial. We're not on a time schedule tonight. This isn't even the Tribe of Eden TV Season 4 show. We just wanted to come live
And let you know why.
and let you know why. So, I think a lot of people are in the room. Hi, everybody. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Sia, Sherry, Gemini Ascension, Jess, Jamie Deaton, Mama Tanya. Hello. Celine, Sage and Sapphire, Letty, everybody. That's who's popping up. So if I didn't say your name, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I just say hi. Hi, Lise. Hello. Hi, Letty. All right. So here is the deal. Radio Mom. Hello. Hi, Kara. Hi, Sandy. So,
Radio Man. That's right. You are right.
yeah. So Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, here we go. First of all, I'm going to just start with, even though this is not the actual show, we're going to talk about season 4 because it's on hold indefinitely. I really want this to be about us and what we have to say, so please do not type in psychic questions. I am not answering, he's not answering. Do not ask psychic mediumship questions at this time. I really want everyone to be feeling the energy within the group of really what this means for us moving forward as a rebrand. I have been doing this for 15 plus years. I'm moving into my 16th year professionally on paper, but 20 years non-professionally. So like my 20th year hit this year, but professionally on a document with a trademark and an LLC, I'm moving into my 16th year. Walker has had Avatar Armory for 15 years. So it was time. Many names. You know, it's part of being an entrepreneur. Many of you who are watching know there's all about rebranding. As Motherella, many of you have seen from the beginning me changing shapes of my logo and my color schemes and reinventing and just sort of, resetting and rebirthing the Motherella brand for many, many years. And I'm really excited about this newest brand because I think it's the biggest part of the rebrand that represents the Nova Earth for me as Motherella. And I truly believe, based on the stuff that you did for Avatar Armory, really reflects and sort of really cultivates you as an energy healer. Very much so. So I really like what you did.
You see
moving
that?
forward. Yep, I did see that. So Instagram's trying to shut us down.
Part of the reason.
Yep,
right?
part of the reason.
Haven't even said anything yet.
So with that said, here's a couple of things. We never really got to take our time off. We worked through the holiday. Many of you were celebrating. We were working. Our heart and soul has been poured into the tribe. Our heart and soul has been poured into Solation. And even though I might be the face of Solation, behind the scenes, he puts his heart and soul into creating a space that represents and mirrors what I'm trying to create with regards to Solation. He takes my images and puts them out there for me. He's able to intuitively see what I'm trying to do, and he creates it for me. So he's part of that. And I'm very grateful for that.
Shucks.
I love you for that.
I love you too.
So we didn't get our time
For all the
off. So
things.
instead, I think we decided to kind of create a better balance.
The reason we didn't get our time off was a little bit of I won't say a crisis, but what do you always say? Forewarned is forearmed?
Forewarned is to be forearmed.
Yeah, so
That's my famous saying. Forewarned is to be forearmed.
having a connection to the galactic, having a connection to probability timelines, where we were looking at our data. We're looking at all the back office data with regards to our social medias, with regards to our platforms and the things that we have on platforms. And we were looking at the data, and we were very quickly realizing that a lot of the data didn't match up.
It doesn't match up.
It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. And this happened, we were brought, it was brought into
About 3
our...
weeks ago.
It was right after the
when I noticed.
21st. So
Right.
if you remember, on the 12/21, it was the final day to choose.
Right.
Third dimension does not go to fifth dimension, and relationships, I came live during that week to say relationships would be severing, and people will no longer be in your space that you thought were your friends, family, so on and so forth. So this all
Boy,
came
did
to
that come
be
true.
after 12/21. All this showed up in our space that week, right before what most people celebrate as Christmas, and we were alerted to begin our rebrand from Spirit. So go ahead, take it from there.
Due to being able to have some sources to look to see if our social medias were in a category we call shadow banned, I was able to look up all 3 of our YouTubes, or at least the Facebook. I say 3 because we post to
Facebook.
from here to Facebook, the
So it
Motherella
was
one,
Facebook,
and the
YouTube.
former Nova Body one, all were in a shadow ban category. What does that mean? That means that they ratchet our range. That means that other people that have as many subscribers as we do actually get notified, actually are in an algorithm that it gets shared more. And everything that we were looking at was showing us that the next big purge, after getting rid of all the voices that they don't want to hear as far as a political source. And remember, we've become, we don't really discuss politics or anything in a spiritual war. We're seeing very quickly, as this battle has come to humanity, and many things are coming to the surface, the next purge is the spiritual psychic community. And we're seeing it. And we already kind of know when Have a Ball ballpark idea of when. So we wanted to get ahead of it very quickly to protect the tribe, to protect our source material, to protect our content,
Solation.
and to protect the tribe as a group, as a spiritual family, to protect Solation. So just as we thought, we're going to take a break, you know, Motherella never turns the connection off. She says, I never turn my brain off. She never turns her heart off. Spiritual connection, empathy, constantly with the council. So the council was saying a bunch of things, and it was kind of like, do any of you like realize what time it is? Do any of you realize that it's a holiday, break time? Do any of you ever stop relaying information, especially when it's inconvenient, 3 a.m.? No, they don't. So,
Spirit
Motherella
doesn't sleep.
looks at me, and she says, are we going to get the break? And I said, I know exactly what needs to get done. And she said, are you sure you want to do that? And I said, I'm on it. And how long was it before I was already...
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour after the conversation, and he was all in on the rebrand.
Would you say 18 hours a day?
Just that day?
Or, no, well,
18 hours a day, leading
day.
up to even now.
Yeah.
So, this has been a lot. We're really proud of the time and energy and effort we put into what we're about to share.
Not yet.
Not yet,
soon.
but enough. But enough. We'll kind of give them some insight so they know what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I have struggled with was the removal of social media when it comes to my business. And, it's my way of connecting with mass amount of people. It's like that for many entrepreneurs. But when you do this kind of work and we have so much time and energy being put into the wisdom and the creativity and the videos and the downloads and the projections and the predictions and just everything. There has to be a time when you have to say, I'm not doing this anymore, only to have it taken from you. And that doesn't mean just from people. That means through the algorithms, the shadow banning, the censorship. Your content is actually being taken from you. Mm-hmm. So your creativity is being stolen, whether you believe in that or not.
Metadata.
The metadata.
So when we talk about something now be calling meta, it's the metaverse, which means it's not about people. It's about them as a construct of their metadata. Artificial people.
So with that said, there's been many people I have read for in the last, I'd say 8 to 12 months, where part of their path was to create a space within their states, within their countries, within their genre, communities of what I would like to use the word hub.
Right. We won't use that word, but
we're not going to use that word, but this came up in
like
readings.
A wheel.
One in particular that stands out to me.
The spokes.
Yeah, is a teachers group. I've been reading for these teachers who just refuse to get the juice jab, and I'm not going to give names because it's confidential, but for an example, this woman that I've read for multiple teachers, and a lot of people I picked up this word for, and they were supposed to create this space. A handful took off with it, and I have already it existing, and a handful have not, and that's totally fine. But when Spirit gives you insight into preparing for what's coming down the pipeline, we have a sovereign choice to choose to follow guidance or choose free will and do the opposite, and that's fine, and things will realign as they go. We had no intentions of creating what we just created for the tribe insulation at all, not even a little bit. But oddly,
what's that saying? You make plans and God laughs.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. So I've been hearing it in readings for other people. And I thought recently, I said to Walker, I'm getting this overwhelming feeling
All the mirrors we're running into.
with all these things that we're supposed to be creating this spiritual space.
Right. And when enough people that are energy clients or, psychic clients, when enough people are being told that, Spirit's saying this is what you should do, or this is coming up in their space, at a certain point, it's kind of like, maybe that message might be for myself as well.
Right. You don't always think that way, right?
We didn't think that way, and then when we started to think that way, they really unlocked the gates, and they were like, this is what's coming down the pipe, and it has to be done yesterday. Oh, thank you. I thought our mission was over. Great. Excellent.
So, fast forward to now, what we have done since the time we said we were taking a break is we have created basically our own Gaia, our own TV network, True Version Network, our own Vimeo landing space.
Yeah, don't use the word.
I'm not going to. So we basically decided we're just going to take ownership and take control back because we're sick and tired of this indoctrinated narrative of trying to control everybody and take our freedom away. So we decided to take matters in our own hand. And it took a lot of research to do so, and it took a lot of investment in us. But we teach what we walk the walk and we talk the talk. So if we're telling you it's an investment in yourself, then we have to live by that, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't take a paycheck basically this month at all, and took everything that we basically have, our time, energy, financial, and reinvested it into creating our own platform. Mm-hmm. And that is what we're doing moving forward, and we're going to leave it there, and we're really excited. But it's so much work, and it was a lot more than we thought we can handle at that time. But luckily, asking for divine intervention, the universe kept opening up more time for us. They kept, because time's going so fast right now, right? So they kept opening up more time, they kept allowing more space, and suddenly we started to feel this balance coming into our life, and that's when you're not in resistance to anything.
Right.
So this took a little longer to roll out because we are now what I would like to call the all-inclusive spiritual community. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be for not just us, but for other
There
things.
will be opportunities for an invitation.
The invitation, yes.
To what we call take the Nova Earth Oath. So,
yes.
That's another thing is we have seen tremendous amount of our free content that we've given out to people that we've done in our shows that have turned up on other Instagrams, other social media platforms, and it's so interesting that so much of what we, not even a mention to us or to our content or say this is actually, coined from Motherella or the Tribe of Eden TV.
Nothing. They claim it as their own because they read a book or they're in our groups and
it's very interesting. So there's karma to that, right? Obviously, and there's obviously litigation if it becomes something that they choose to monetize. And that will be met, but also the spiritual community that this is being built for. The invitation is for all of you authentic tribal members,
real people.
So there won't be an invitation to those using our content to be a part of that business launching for them. So we'll just put it that way. So that's just part of the, we've watched it happen. We haven't, we're not in their comment section or writing them emails or telling them, that's our content, you're stealing that. There are karmic repercussions for those things, and we really, really don't even want to think about what's in store for that.
And I have to just thank all of you too who are in the chat room, because those who alerted us and sent us emails and sent us screenshots and sent us information, and I mean, we've been inundated for the last couple of months.
It's pretty interesting. Didn't realize we were that popular.
I don't feel I'm that popular, but all of you, I think, have a level of respect for our work. And when you see it being mimicked or replicated or distorted and not being credited, kudos to you for even taking the time. You have a busy life too. Your time is just as important. But to know we're humbled by the fact that you honor our work enough to even inform us, because we are not on social media the way people think. We are just not.
If anybody's looked at my Instagram lately, when's the last time I was posted or seen?
And a lot of the posts are coming off of a pre-scheduled calendar. So except for like the readings, a lot of times I just do those right away. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
For all of you who have taken the time out to send us insight, to send us emails, to send us screenshots, because we do have combined over 35,000 followers, and I don't know who's doing it because I don't have time to follow all those people. I'm lucky I follow 100 people. And in order to not show favoritism, there's a lot of people I don't follow because I don't want to follow one over the other. And we don't pay people to run our social media anymore.
No.
So that's a lot of work for us. So there's no disrespect in if you follow us, we don't follow you back. It's not on purpose. It's because...
Or if you send a message on Instagram, I'll never respond. I never look at them.
Well, because we just don't have the time.
And I can honestly tell you, within the last 6 months, Instagram... I've told her probably 3 times, I'm going to get a burner. I'm probably just going to just dump my phone altogether and get a burner because this stuff is nuts.
So what does this mean moving forward? So here's the thing. Let's start with Motherella.
There you go.
I have basically been doing psychic readings for almost 20 years with a high amount of accuracy based on the testimonials people provide, the real people provide. I've read for hundreds and thousands of people globally, all over the world. But there comes a time in your life when the vibration has been raised and people are in a 5th dimensional consciousness, it's very difficult to work alongside 3rd dimensional readings, at least for me. So I will never stop doing readings as a psychic medium, but I will be separating what I'm doing, meaning there will be no mediumship. So there's a difference between psychic and there's a difference between mediumship. Psychic is understanding the past, present, future, tapping into your akashics, giving you the timelines.
I do more psychic than mediumship.
Yes.
I can honestly.
Yeah, he does more psychic than mediumship.
Thanks, Instagram.
So mediumship is really just channeling your deceased loved ones and talking to the loved ones who have passed. Period. End of story. Mm-hmm. So if you think about the history, for those who are watching, the history of my work, I have been basically, in the last 20 years, a psychic, living with the afterlife, a sounding board for the most tragic events, your life experiences, basically a life coach, if you think about it, a spiritual coach, an intuitive coach, a spiritual teacher, intuitive teacher, psychic mediumship teacher. I mean, you can name all these titles and incorporate it all into your one reading. Okay, so as a psychic medium, I have been doing this for a long time in terms of those readings. Well, I'm to the point where I don't want to do the both at one time anymore because it doesn't serve your highest good. Your highest good now, moving into this new dimensional timeline, is truly about alignment. Where does your soul align at this point? What is your path? What is your purpose? What are your, what shadow work do you need to work through? What trauma do you need to heal? What karma cords do you need to cut? What soul contracts do you need to complete? This is the imperative part of 2022. Because without going through this, it's going to be very hard to move into your sixth-dimensional self-mastery. So learning to self-master is going to be a lot of work, but it's so worth the work because you get to choose. You get to choose your path and purpose. You get to choose your destiny. And it's all in, I have a lot of years of experience working with, the spiritual component of the consciousness, the brain health, the quantum physics side, the quantum energy side. And it's time that I'm teaching that through the readings in the way that it's meant to be taught. Your readings, I go very quick and fast. I can read your entire Akashics in about 2 minutes. So it doesn't need long reads. I don't need to sit and talk to people for 30 minutes to an hour because you get so much information in 15 minutes. You whatever I can tell you in an hour, you can get in 15 minutes. You don't need an hour. Nobody needs an hour. So the readings are now called the soul alignment. They're psychic readings, but they're soul alignment readings. And these are some really deep dives into your Akashics, and they're deep dives into your, where you're headed and what's the plan. So with that said, I have removed the mediumship side. If you want a mediumship reading where we chit chat with your deceased loved ones, then that is a whole separate reading, and it's only going to be done by appointment through me only when I have the time. I am still doing them, but it'll only be when I have the time. So with that said, I think moving forward, there's going to be, a little bit of a transition with that. So the 1 and 3 question readings will remain, but my focus is solation. Solation, we are completing the new version of Unveil Your Intuition, the book I wrote. Okay, I have wrote 8 books. Half of them are out of print, half of them I just don't have up. But Unveil Your Intuition is in print, but is an old version. So the new version is through solation, and we have a lot of things coming up. So in solation, we are moving into mirror work, so shadow work, mirror work, and so the first birthright activation for that shift was already uploaded. So it's called the Mirror of You, and it's very transformational. But we're moving into that. We're moving into, you're going to be learning oracle cards. This is all basic stuff. The, oracle card readings. You're going to be learning, the psychic mediumship side and all these things, right? So my meditations will be in there, other types of writings. However, I've now attached an actual VIP group to anyone who's a paid subscriber. So for an $11.11 a month for solation, you are now in the VIP group where I'm going to be very interactive in, because it is not on social media. It is on our platform, our control, our group, our platform. That means you don't have to have a Facebook profile. You don't have to have an Instagram account. All you need is an email and a beautiful picture of your face, male or female, and you're part of the group if you're a paid subscriber. And my energy is going to be doing workshops in there and really being all in and more integrative into that part of my practice. And it is my practice. It's my craft. So that is the big change with that. And we'll get into the tribe in a minute. So the Navigation from Vimeo to our own platform, we will be discussing at the end of this, just briefly, but you will be getting emails, and we're going to be going a little deeper into that, but I want Walker to talk about what you've done differently with Avatar Armory.
I changed my logo.
Yeah, well, you should tell them.
I changed my logo. There you go. That's what I'm doing
But tell
differently.
them why.
The old logo. So one of the things that you'll be learning about in Solation, and one of the things you'll learn about in the tribe, is the vibration of things. Right? Thoughts are things. Thus, things have thoughts. So the things around us that we were connected to, like wanting to keep an old car because it has sentimental or nostalgic value, but that car also has a lot of pain and trauma involved in it. There is metadata stored, like invisible, so to speak, a residual that holding on to that car, oh, it's paid off and it's a good car, and I want to have a new, different experience with it. That's all great, but most of the time, the imprinted memories of that trauma still lie with that car or that email address, or that was something that we've been clearing out I have. Mother Elle's like, why do you still have that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I went through it and I was like, wow, this is connected to these old businesses and old people and people that that was what a mess that was. It brings up this cellular memory. It brings up this metadata. And that hijacks itself because within a quantum reality, that exists somewhere still. I still exist as that being. And connecting myself to that, or still having it around and not, at least deleting it out of my life, it still connects a vibration of me that is very different than who I am today and what I'm looking forward to doing. I mean, you can ask Mother Ella. She gets rid of so much stuff.
I'm the queen of purging.
She just purges, everything, Salvation Army's got you on speed dial. Like, they're just like, oh my God, I've never seen anybody bring in something so beautiful before. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm getting rid of it.
Everything, emails, pictures.
Yeah, everything. Just
phone numbers.
But it holds a vibration of the old earth. So, especially if it has nostalgic value, then it can hold on to those old imprints. And it's crazy what happens when those are purged and released, and things just shift and change because there's no longer that resistance. There's no longer that resistance to holding on to the past. And, we've said many times, nothing in 3D gets to go to 5D. The fifth dimensional consciousness is the new you. It's that new vibration. So why would we hold on to anything? There's been so many periods in my life. I like to say that you're like, oh, you had that at one time, and I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, and I was, doing this big fancy job and everything, and it's whatever happened to that? Things I lost in the fire of transition. It's just but releasing that and releasing old things actually opens up a space from the astral locker to start filling those things within the third dimensional plane, the fifth dimensional consciousness actually being infused, because now there's room, now there's space. So the logo change happened because of the vibration that was associated with that, and the old business, more of a it was still in a transition between not being too certain if it was a fitness business, or it was a physical business, or it was a spiritual business, or it was metaphysical, somewhere in between. So Avatar Armory, it's interesting how every time I've had a product, eventually either that product becomes my brand or the brand becomes a product. But it was time for a full transition into this Nova Earth, which is, it's Avatar Armory. This is where you put on your metaphysical, spiritual armor to really build your body out. But that's mind, body, soul, body as an etheric and energy imprint to transform the physical. And so changing the logo, what was chosen because of the energy work I do, working with the Merkaba, working with the 13th gate,
the sword of truth.
The sword of truth. All of those things had to be represented as me, as a brand, as opposed to a brand that I hide behind, which I've done for years. People said, well, if you're the fitness guy, why aren't you, showing off your body in the fitness thing? And I was like, I just want to build something and have somebody else be the poster boy for it. I just want to, there was and for good reason, there was issues in my life of not really wanting to be out there because it was not safe to do so. We'll just put it that way. So this full-on standing in truth, standing in authenticity, this shift is new, and I wouldn't have been able to be where I'm at now and transition to what I've become without Motherella. There's just no way. There's no way. There's stuff I've learned about the Akashic records. There's stuff I've learned about, and I'm the one that sits there and goes, it's an old Gmail account. What do you care? She's like, I don't care. Well, what does it hold? What are you looking to do? What are you seeking? And it's like, yeah, but I mean, what if? And it's like, what? I'm going to purge this. And new opportunities and new experiences immediately present themselves because they're no longer tied to the old metadata version of who I used to be, and also what other versions of me are floating around in people's heads. Oh, I remember that logo or that thing. So the shift in the logo really represents a lot of how far I've come and earning my wings, so to speak, in many ways.
I love it.
So,
are you going to show them?
Oh, the new logo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have them show you that. So with that said, I'm really proud, like I said, of the work we've both accomplished of doing 4 rebrands since December 21st.
And a restructure.
And a restructure of Vimeo to our own platform. So I'm going to have them show the logo, and then we're going to kind of do a little bit more of an in-depth explanation of what we mean by our own platform. That way everyone can kind of have a preparation of what's to come in the next couple of weeks with regards to the change, the move, because we're just moving, okay? So share the logo. I love this logo.
She said it's me. And when I, so why did this whole thing start? Well, for whatever reason, Instagram decided that Nova Body was no longer worthy and locked me out of my account. and I say locked, and people are like, oh, you forgot your password? No, I knew my password. I
watched it
all
happen.
of my
it
information.
Actually did happen. He got locked out for 3 days.
Longer than that.
Or maybe a week.
It was a week.
Out of the blue.
Locked out of my, and then they say, fill this out and put your contact details in there. And I was like, oh, just send it to my email. They wanted my phone number. And I had my phone number registered, and I put the phone number in, and it said, the last 4 is this. And I said, that's the one, send me a link. And they never sent me a text. They never sent me a text. For some reason, somehow, they put my number on some blacklist because it was, I still haven't got a text. What was weird was,
you cleared out a different
I cleared out all of this other stuff. I found another thing that was connected to a Twitter I hadn't used in years. Deleted that, just was deleting all this stuff. And so Mother-in-law's like, well, I guess you're going to have to build a new Instagram. And I'm like, I had a good amount of I had
You went from 63 followers
I had
to
63
like
followers
almost
when I
300.
met her. And
In a year, 300 now.
and so I
Good. It's
exploded and everything else like that. So I went to make a new logo, and I said, what do you think of this? And she's like, I like that logo. I don't know about those wings. I don't. So what I had put together, and I was just going to go, I'll just run with it. Very one color, kind of, maybe two colors. I'll just run with it. She said, what about this and what about that? She gave me 3 suggestions, and I can tell you what I'm about to show you looks absolutely nothing like what I started with.
Not at all.
And so I credit her with the logo looking the way it does is because of her.
I just
There's
guided
no way.
you did it
no,
yourself.
it would have looked like trash, I'm telling you.
So here's the new Avatar Armory look. I hope you all enjoy it, but I think it's a really solid representation of Walker and all-encompassing of the Merkaba and the Sword of Truth and that masculine energy and him finally getting his wings to fly and be free in his life and in his business and in his relationship with himself as well as, his partnership. And it's just got that little bit of spark. I always tell, since we met, I've been telling him he's golden. I saw it years ago, and we really didn't understand what it meant at the time. We know now. When we finally come to share the story, it'll make sense. But he's golden, and so the gold is a symbolic to.
What's the state? Is California the Golden State?
All I know is Florida's the Sunshine State. I don't know.
California is the Golden State. The funny thing is I wasn't golden until I left California.
Yeah.
That's the.
But now you are.
Yeah.
So I hope you all enjoy it. And he put a lot of, intuitive creation. He does draw. He's a beautiful drawer, but he does very well with creating images digitally. And he put this together, and it just, to me, just looks amazing. So
Thank you.
I love it. And everyone seems to like it. Thank you for the beautiful comments.
Yes, thank you so much.
So that's the big change with Avatar Armory. And if you're on Instagram, you're missing the logo. We're sharing it on Facebook and YouTube. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Now, let's move into.
Well, first of all, for those of you in the tribe of Eden
I
TV.
can't see their comment.
I apologize.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, there we go.
You know that you've been following, and you're almost to the end of our first book in video audio form. And we've shared with you the story. We're coming up on the 13th verse, which will be dropped shortly. And so, all the content that we have put into the verses, as we've said before, it's a storybook form.
And it's a narrative of the long version.
Right.
Everything you got was a narrative of the long version of the book, the very detailed version, which is going to print.
So we have a book that's in its stages of editing that is far more in depth than what we have put the narrative in, because we would be there forever.
So the next books, part of the book series, is going to be presented very differently. You will not see our faces.
Right.
And the way we're talking will be a narrative spoken over video. So it'll be like you're watching a movie. And we're really excited about the next book because it's not going to be anything you've ever seen pretty much anywhere. I don't know if anyone's even offering books in this version. So the next book and the next set of predictions and channeling experiences and bonus videos.
Lots of meditations.
And meditations coming up are going to really be high-level production.
An entire docu-series on Uncensored Truths, which is the Matrix Mind Control, which goes into all kinds of great stuff. So that'll be in the bonus section, but we'll go into more of that. So we do have this book that we've been writing and then basically talking about as you guys have been following. So the book will fall more into the characters and the narrative, and some of those characters you've already been introduced to, like Azul, who will be one of the narrators that actually was observing a lot of these things. And so I will show you some of the artwork and then actually some of the pieces of the book without showing you just kind of the chapters and things, but
A
showing
little
you
sneak peek. You want to show them the tribe logo? We have a new logo. We rebranded.
That's true.
So we also rebranded the tribe logo.
I don't know if you
To
guys
reflect-
have seen that. So let me go ahead and
to reflect
do that.
an all-encompassing image of our color scheme and our character, and meaning Walker and I, in terms of the tribe as a family. So we really are proud of the new logo and the new look for the fifth dimensional consciousness moving into the Nova Earth order. So he's going to share that now. So if you are on Instagram, you might want to hop on YouTube and Facebook real quick to see the new logo for the tribe. Those who are followed the tribe on Instagram, the Tribe of Eden TV True Version, I already posted the new logo yesterday. So that is the new logo. And it's a really big, if you look at the details that goes into this logo, it's a strong reflection of what Walker and I do with quantum, and it's, you know, it's all encompassing of the galactic, it's all encompassing of the true version of ourselves as souls and our soul origination, our alien DNA and species, as well as the untold story of the true version of Eden, so which we are teaching as a true version. So we hope you enjoyed this logo. This is our new rebrand for the Tribe of Eden. Again, if you're on Instagram, you're missing it on Facebook and YouTube. But you can head over on Instagram to the Tribe of Eden TV, follow us, like, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do, and you can see the new logo there.
And this is the start. So past December 21st, 2021. This is the start of the Nova Earth Order, the Nova Earth Oath. So this is a collective consciousness that has been started in the tribe and that has been cultivated in the tribe, and it is an ethos with the Nova Earth Order with regards to the law of one and the golden rule, basically, and literally golden, the golden rule of how to interact with one another, how to truly embody and truly reflect the original version of humans and what humans were intended for and what the purpose of humans are, which we'll be revealing
In the second book.
in the second book.
So let's show some artwork. So we're going to share with you just a couple of things. I'm not sure if you can see that. Is it up there?
No,
Not yet? Okay.
not yet.
So we're just, like I said, we're going to show you a little bit of the artwork and,
As well as the word count for the book.
yeah,
But I think that's
it's huge. The word
Funny.
count is huge.
yeah, we got a few pages.
So,
So there's the front.
Dark Eden Saga. There's the front. Tales from Eternia.
I'm sorry, let's there we go. All right. And so each one of the Motherella, I'll tell you, Walker's taken it upon himself to say, you know what? My artwork's gotten better. I got to redo all of the covers.
No.
And she said, what is this for? I remember that. And
Yeah.
I was like, you like to draw, I'm redoing the covers. So for book one, all of the covers have been redone, and those will be on the new platform. So here, these covers are also in,
Do you want to give
the
them
book.
a tiny sneak peek?
huh? No,
You don't. Okay.
I can't.
Okay. All right.
So, verse
All right.
1, Fall of the Twin Earth.
Yeah, look at that one. I love that. Some of the artwork from the book.
So you'll see you'll see this, like I said, on the new platform with the old book covers. And there'll be a little section where you can see the before and after, and kind of just a little nostalgia thing, like how far the Tribe of Eden has come.
So we hope you enjoy that. Is that it?
Nope.
Oh, I was going to say, I know we have more.
Well, there's the
This
word
is
count.
verse 2. The word count is,
Yeah, we're at 58,439, currently
Yeah,
sitting
it's a
at
novel.
almost 250 pages.
It's a novel.
And with the editing and stuff, I'm not sure if it's going to be increase or decrease.
yeah, it's a novel. So you're getting the narrative, trust me. That's beautiful too. The myriad of the Trinity, verse 2.
Yeah. So that's all I'll show for now, I guess.
Okay, so just some of the artwork.
Thank you.
You did great.
Thank you.
So what does this mean? All right, so a lot of you are anxious and probably wanting to know, well, what does this mean for Vimeo? So here's what it means. Don't do anything yet.
Right.
Stay where you're at, because if you exit now, it'll make it harder for you to transition with us. So what's going to be coming out is, as soon as we're ready to launch the new platform officially and making it live, those who are subscribed to the Tribe of Eden TV email list, those who are subscribed to avatararmory.com, and most recently, those who are subscribed and a member of my sites, especially with the app that I have now for Motherella. So I am using solely the app, and everyone needs to be subscribed in order to be in contact with me, with my specials, with my groups. Remember, social media will still be there, but it's going to be limited. So we are trying to keep interaction more conducive to private groups, and keep in a space where you can be part of an all-inclusive spiritual community. So as long as you're subscribed to emails and actually subscribed, so like go to motherella.com, go to the bottom, put your email in. If you're already subscribed, then you have nothing to worry about. If you got the email about the app and you became a member, you are on top of everything. So you are privy to all the upcoming changes, discounts, group information, whatever that I have to offer as Motherella. You will also have the transitional emails of how to move from Solation into our platform, and how to move from Tribe of Eden TV into our platform. All the details will be in that email. So as of today, if you are a tribe member, a paying tribe member at the $20 a month rate, or Solation at the $11.11 a month rate, you must be subscribed to Motherella.com's email list, and or preferably both, be a member through the app on the link I sent out. If you are part of avatararmory.com, or you've worked with Walker, if you have not signed up for his emails, make sure you are on his website for his stuff. And you're going to be getting double notification for just a little bit moving into the new platform. Once we get to the new platform, then you can choose where you want to get your information from. Now, everything I have from Motherella won't all be within that platform, but the majority of it will.
Right.
And that is because Solation operates off this platform, because it's a Solation TV. And mine is not True Version. Mine is TV, like True Version
It's a TV.
television. Like you're watching, it's almost like we have our own Netflix platform. So our own Gaia, our own network TV platform. So A lot of in fact, all of Solation will be operated off there. The Tribe of Eden TV will be operated off there. However, Motherella.com is not going away because I have my own stuff I do privately and individually for people who are not part of those groups. So being in the knowing is about being subscribed and being a member of my app. So my app's already been launched.
So and so just like her app's been launched, we'll have an app
Yes,
version.
and we will have an app.
The
our own
platform
app
will be able to be on website and mobile. So to be able to access everything within there. One of the main things that we have a major issue with is in being on the Vimeo platform. We've loved being a part of it. We don't have a lot of controlled interaction with the tribe. So we want that to change. It's extremely linear with you just have basically episodes and you have bonus. And we have so much material that there needs to be a topic section. There needs to be the ability to break things down a little better so it's easier to find.
Wait till you see it. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it.
Also, in addition to that, there needs to be the ability to only hone in on what you're looking for. So the ability to be able to, like if you want to listen to all the light codes, you should be able to just have all the light codes available, and should be able to listen to those in like a playlist kind of thing.
And
go ahead.
To be able to go live without being censored and shut down. So
right on the platform.
On this platform, now you'll be able to interact with us more often. We have our workshops coming up. We have our lives coming up. And that is why the show season 4 was on an indefinite delay.
Because we kept getting censored.
So now we get to move everything we want into the app and into our own platform, including our live show. If we so choose to do it that way. I think we're just going to continue to do lives on Facebook and utilize Facebook and Instagram and TikTok for our short clips, our short videos and stuff like that. But our long lives, our workshops and things like that you can be a part of will be on our own private platform.
Right. And then any additional workshops that are outside of subscription of Solation or Tribe of Eden TV, there'll be like a 30-day, like you get into the shop, and after 30 days, the replay will go into your subscription. So there'll be like a place where we have all of our lives, all of our workshops, so you can check all of that stuff out. You'll be able to navigate by what new you can actually go in, and for those 30 days that new content has been added, there'll be a category section where you click on new, and all the new stuff that has that hashtag will show up, so you don't have to sift through anything.
And Jessica brought up a great point. Jess, thank you for marking that here. So Jessica has my app, and she requested to be in my Solation group or the Tribe of Eden, one of the two groups. Either way, when you've gone through the Motherella app and you requested to be in the group, the reason why I didn't accept anybody yet is because we were trialing the group within the app.
It's extremely intuitive.
It's very intuitive.
It's nice.
So you're going to be automatically in the group.
It almost looks like something else out there that already exists.
Yes, exactly.
And works just as well.
Exactly.
Without all the garbage.
So that's great you requested. Your name is on the list, but we will, as we merge into the platform, when you resubscribe to the platform as a tribe member, you are automatically included in the group. There is no requesting.
And there'll be certain options with regards to the various different channels, so to speak, Solation and stuff, so that you don't have to like pick one or the other kind of thing.
Correct. So it'll be like more intuitive, more all-inclusive.
Exactly.
So if you did request to be in the group, you're noted. Your name is on the list. We are watching for it. But when we announce about the transition of how to move the membership, which will be coming in about 2 weeks, maybe 3, it will be a very smooth transition. Trust me when I tell you.
And we're looking at basically up to the end of March, like March 20th, somewhere in there as a transition period. So after after, I'm not sure what the date is, but after a certain date in March, Vimeo we won't have that platform. So you have a good amount of time. I mean, it's coming up pretty fast, but you have a good amount of time to make that transition. The ability when it comes to issues with subscriptions, the ability when it comes to certain things, that there's so much more depth that we have. Like I said, controlled interaction with people with their questions, as well as the group having essentially kind of your own little profiles in the group and being able to interact with one another.
It's going to be so interactive. That's what I like about it.
Yes, being able to interact with one another and post pictures
and stories,
as well as us as admin being able to. Yeah. So, as the rest of Unveil Your Intuition is coming out, there's going to be little things that she's going to post in the, she can post PDFs that you can download. She can post little prompts and things like that. So what's great about that is when there's a little space in that community where these things have been dropped, you being able to interact with it's so much more invigorating. It's so much more satisfying, I guess you'd say. As well as when someone, like when she's on to her next course, which is coming in series 2, people can go back into that section and see all that stuff that was posted and still have that same kind of time-lapsed interaction where they can go back and see all that stuff that was being posted when the people were going through the group and going through basically the course at the time.
So it's going to be interactive installation. We're getting ready to work through what I call, it is a copywritten title, Psychic Treadmill. Psychic Treadmill is part of an ebook I wrote, so it is copywritten. So if you're going to use it, it's copyright. So Psychic Treadmill is something I wrote that was never published, but we're moving into a practice of Psychic Treadmill where you're practicing off of people within the group. And that's going to be really fun and interactive too for Solation. So lots of things coming up. Yes. Did I miss anything?
No, and being, the main creative producer, I guess you'd say, and editor, I can tell you some of the stuff that's coming up, just the amount of information that's coming up that's not necessarily in the book, that is in the course now. I'm editing it and wow, this is really great shit. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot.
So the tribe, you got really cool shit coming that is not in Solation. It's nowhere near Solation. So Solation is more about all-encompassing and harnessing your intuition at any level. The Tribe of Eden TV True Version is for those who really want to connect with their Galactic Council and start entering their soul mission in a 5th dimensional, 6th dimensional conscious way of life. And that is really where the Nova Earth teachings come in. This is the new Earth, the new order.
And I mean, we really...
clearly, did I just say that? Fuck.
What did you say?
I said new order. I meant to say Nova Earth order. So...
It's kind of interesting because as this thing is fleshing out, even more so than we didn't even realize, just a little hint, hard body God Goddess might be in there too.
It is.
As another separate thing, so people can pick and choose. We really have the Tribe of Eden TV as the mind, not the brain, but the mind, that spiritual connection. Then you have Solation as the soul. And then we have Hard Body God Goddess as the body. It's really interesting to me how that they all kind of lined up that way. Even that, I mean, you call it Solation, even though that wasn't your intention. But it is really a one-stop shop for it's quantum
life,
quantum lifestyle,
I have the chills
quantum
even
living.
saying it's quantum living. It's everything I've studied all these years as a quantum practitioner, quantum doctor of natural health. I get to finally just teach. I get to finally just do what I've worked so hard in all these years of studies, both from spirit world and the whole quantum doctor side, doctor of natural health side, your certified personal training side, your energy side, your spectrum mastery attunement course. It's all encompassing. And a lot of that is in the Tribe of Eden TV, True Version. So, Jess, I saw you ask about the predictions. The predictions will never stop. In fact, if anything, now with us having our own platform, I get to do more readings because I don't have to worry about my video. I can't tell you how many times I'll post something and my video is already down.
Right.
So I don't have to be censored at all.
And we're not one of the
it's
main
only
things
in the Tribe of Eden
the
TV.
gripes that we've had with Vimeo is everything's in a comment section and that's public.
Correct.
People can't comment on it, but it's public, and we really need something that's more private so that we can actually discuss the things that need to be discussed. To be honest, like what we're building here is the Nova Earth. This is like, how does a sovereign being of the Nova Earth? What are the rules? What are the? This is your your spiritual instruction manual, so to speak, on how to be a new human.
Yep.
That's what we're
it.
being told. So
just to end this, we thank you for listening to all of us just pummel you with all this information. We're grateful you took time this last hour to be with us. If you missed the video, please go back and watch from the beginning and really be in the all-knowing, because a lot of this is going to be rolling out very quickly, and a lot of these changes, we have to work together. We're asking for your grace and to be patient with us, because it took a lot of time, energy, and finances to really and research to put into our
to jump
own
into
platform.
something and then to go all in and be like, okay, does it do this?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't do that? Okay, well, how do I work around? I'm always, it doesn't do that? You're telling me no? Okay, I'm talking to the wrong person. I'm going to go figure a way around it. So watch my personal emails from Motherella. I'll be honest, I've deleted thousands and thousands of emails that were inactive. So if you have been inactive, you haven't opened the emails, and
he watched me
unsubscribed.
Do it, and you were unsubscribed.
That's a different thing. When you get an email from Motherella saying, hey, I've got this promotion of something. If you say, I don't really want that, I don't want to see it, you hit the unsubscribe button. What it does is, if you go and purchase something from the website, your actual email is now blacklisted as you want her to be blocked. So you won't get that email with the information on how to get your reading or how to get any of those things because you hit the unsubscribe button. Her email has to be what we call whitelisted. So you have to make sure that you're subscribed, and then it'll ask you, are you sure you want to be subscribed? And make sure that that's there so it doesn't go into spam. Because if it goes in the spam folder, Google will just get rid of it.
And I'm going to be very strict about this moving forward, because we do not have a team anymore.
Right.
Neither one of us. This is such an intuitive rollout for my website, motherella.com, as well as our new True Version platform, that everything is all encompassing. So when you get the email, coming out next week from Motherella, you'll have the choice to download the app in that email and be a part of the app and become a member and subscribed. Anyone who's not, you are going to be missing all the the information, the data, the specials, all that stuff. It's going to still be a little bit here and there on social media, but not as much. And little specials or little workshops and little events that I'm doing and things like that. You have to be a member now of Motherella, and it's free. Yeah. The app is free. Right. Being a member is free. Being subscribed is free. You're part of an all-inclusive interaction in a free app.
That's in Motherella.
That's on the Motherella side. When we're ready to roll out the Tribe of Eden part, as long as you're subscribed on me, on Walker's site, when that rolls out, you'll have the option to join that app.
Yep.
It's not going to be in the Motherella app. It's a separate app.
It'll be a different name. It'll be from a different email, but it will have the Tribe of Eden TV built into it.
Yes. So we're really excited. Again, thank you. Hello to everybody.
And we can't tell you the name of the app.
Yeah.
We can't tell you the website. We can't tell you what it's called, because it shifts the entire vibration because then someone else knows what the name is. And then, funny how these crazy things start happening in our life when we reveal information before it's ready.
Yes.
So that'll be a whole
That's going to be a
course.
whole workshop in itself coming up. So we're excited about all that. So you're going to be getting us a lot more in all inclusive in the new platform. So we're really glad you took the time.
As well
Happy
as the
Wednesday.
lives. The
And
lives
the
are
lives.
really cool. It's like
And the
we're
lives.
not going to be doing the show as we're going to be doing them on lives. It's going to be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So it's going to be good.
Private
all right.
lives.
So, all right. So hugs to you. Thank you for joining us. We will be back soon with information. Make sure you're subscribed to the emails. We love you all.
Take great care.
All right. Bye, Instagram.
Bye.
Bye.